What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Astro Vibe Show. My name is Millie Karras.
Back to Tocini.
And this is where you come to
Vibe with the Tribe.
Today we are jumping into the Eyes of Wakanda trailer. I'm actually
Wakanda
very
forever.
excited. I think it's only 4 episodes, and they're dropping all 4 of them at the same time. So that's going to be really interesting. I know there's a lot of different like Black Panther news going on with the Idris Elba. I forgot his son's name right now. I'm spacing.
Denzel Washington's son? Whose son are we talking? Oh, Black Panther's son.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I was like, wait, Denzel Washington? Black people all look like you, huh? That's crazy. But yeah, so we're going to jump into this Eyes of Wakanda trailer.
Really?
And it's going to be pretty good, I think.
I think it's going to be fantastic.
I know there's a lot of Iron Fist news, too, that's tied up with this. So we can talk about that afterwards.
What?
Yeah, we'll talk about it afterwards. I don't want to go into it beforehand. And plus the trailer, maybe I'll disclose something that has to do with that.
Wakanda is a kingdom of many secrets.
Cool.
Damn. I'm
Spies
tough.
like you and me sent out across the world to do the missions
Oh, damn.
that Wakanda does not want known.
Romans? Oh, they were assassins.
Damn.
Secrecy is essential to Wakanda's security.
Oh, okay.
Be a ghost.
That makes sense why they're going out doing this. That's crazy.
Damn, that's dope.
The time to act is now.
Damn.
We fight for home, for Wakanda.
Oh,
See?
Yeah. What?
Oh, shit.
That's insane.
Damn, that's crazy. It's really exploring a lot of territory when it comes to Black Panther, which is honestly exciting. I mean, I think that's the thing with the Ryan Gosling news is too, when people are talking about the whole white Panther. And people were definitely not the happiest, and I was just
No, definitely not. They weren't.
and it's tough because like as an actual Marvel fan and not just like a Black Panther movie fan, because I think that's what happens a lot of time, or sometimes people are just a fan of supporting the culture. Sometimes people are a fan of like different aspects of Marvel, but not necessarily Marvel, or like the history of the comic books of Marvel. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people who don't read the comic books and things like that. So for them, I think it honestly comes down to a bit of ignorance about what's happening. You know what I'm saying? Because, and I get like we only had the one Black Panther movie with T'Challa, or we had Civil War, and then we had Black Panther. So we had those 2 movies, as well as the Avenger things. But it's like, how much of that is like really him, and then how much of that is everyone else. But then it went to, Shuri being Black Panther, which a lot of people were like, even me, honestly, it's like I'm happy that she's getting a good role, but I liked Shuri as Shuri in the first one, the movie. You know what I mean? And like those her blasts that she had, and just her whole aesthetic, I was like, damn, this is really dope. So I kind of felt like, damn, we kind of lose one hero, and they're just kind of like copy and paste over that other hero. So it's like almost like we're losing 2 heroes in a way. You know what I'm saying? And we're fusing them together to make another hero. So, and it's just kind of nice because you see like Tony Stark, and he has a trilogy, and then he has Civil War, and then he has Avenger movie, and then he has all these different places where you get to see him like go through his whole character arc. And I think that's the thing, is a lot of times with these characters, you just want to see them actually complete an arc and see them change and grow with them a little bit. So the fact they keep changing so much, it's like a little bit weird.
Well, the circumstances did come to where
exactly.
great actors. So, I mean, as much as they wanted to keep pushing forward with that character arc development, they couldn't. So I see why they were trying to not push on Shuri being like, oh, we had to put her in. The hype is up immediately. I feel like they just wanted to do it to like show like respect and like just a good
Yeah.
tribute to him.
Yeah,
And I think
yeah.
I think Shuri did an okay job. Like her character development was just like so like very unnecessary. Aggressively.
felt rushed, I think, because
well that but also like her the writing was good. The movie was good. It was just like for me, I don't know. It just something felt off to where like if you haven't seen the movie, I'm kind of like just drop the first.
I would hope you've seen
Yeah,
the movie by now.
but the beginning of it a little bit where they're trying to save him because he was poisoned or something was going on.
Yeah.
He was dying, and then she felt like she could do it and save him, but she couldn't, and she just felt that guilt and she just kind of fell in that darkness. But it's like you can never fix anything, and it's very sad for that character to not see that and realize that. But then to have her mom die too. Then that's the part like, wait, what are you doing now? And then, you kind of got to at least like grow up a little bit. But I mean,
yeah, and there was so much weight on that one individual character.
Just so much stuff just packed on her, and then having gone into war with Namor and his people and stuff. It's like, damn, bro, how much more can you stack on top of this character? Where it's like, can you even like give her a breathing space?
Right, which is one of those things where like that's where like. It's again, it's a very complicated situation because, like I said, the story and the trials were all like admirable, and I like the the story, but it's just like it just kind of sucks when you feel like things are being forced into place instead of growing into place. You know what I mean? So I feel like with this show, to bring you back full circle, with this show, it's interesting because they're exploring more of the terrain of the Black Panther in general. Like the concept and the idea of the Black Panther. And I don't know if that's going to just do more of what it's done. Almost like, in a way, dilute the character. You know what I mean? Because like right now you have, again, I'm going to use Tony Stark as a reference. Or even, let's say, Captain America. Tony Stark, I think, is a better one because there's like one Tony Stark. You know, and there's Robert Downey Jr. And it's like, it seems like it means so much because he was one of the originals and he played such a pivotal part.
Yeah.
For so long, you know what I mean? But then you have, like, let's say Captain America, where there's also Captain Carter, you know what I mean? And I feel like, I guess I just can't decide. It feels like the Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man legacy is just so much more valuable, you know what I mean? Because that time that you got to invest. So with this, I just kind of wonder if this is going to continue to dilute to where there's so many different Black Panther characters that it's like, okay, you know what I mean? Like, it's not really a character that you're really a fan of. You're more just a fan of, like, the concept of Black Panther. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because even his dad was Black Panther for a little bit on screen, you know? So yeah, man, I kind of can't wait until they kind of lock down a Black Panther and start building with him a little bit more. But I'm definitely going to enjoy the concept. I like all the assassin stuff. I wonder which one of those, out of the four, like, who we saw. Out of the 4 episodes that are going to drop, which 4 of those characters are actual Black Panthers? I know that there was that one girl, I could tell that was one of them, but I couldn't really identify the other people.
think each one of those take place in different periods of time.
Yeah.
So I think each one of those people we might have saw might be the Black Panther because in the history of Black Panther, they talked about many of their ancestors from different clans within Wakanda became.
Yeah, for sure. That's kind of what I was saying.
I
wonder,
okay.
you know what I mean, if out of those people, like, they didn't really point out necessarily, except for the girl that was wearing the suit. You know, and you saw her also assassinating people. It almost seemed like there was like maybe 2 or 3.
I think most of them were like assassins.
Yeah,
not
that's
even
what I was
like
wondering.
not even Black Panthers.
Yeah,
I think
that's what I was
because it looked
wondering.
like a lot of them were going after like different regions or countries because I think they got like found and then they were like reporting back and like, hey, we found this new continent. We need to go take over their spot. But then I think they were going out and like killing them and like keeping their secrets.
Yeah, exactly. That's
How they
what
did
I
in
got too.
Black Panther, the movie, where his brother killed his own brother. The Black
Oh
Panther killed
yeah,
his brother.
the prior,
Yeah.
the olden days. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's interesting because I couldn't really.
Because it would make sense for them to run into. It makes sense for one of them to run into the predecessor of the Iron Fist.
Yeah, because the time periods and stuff like that. And like again, that's the part where it's cool about this show is they're exploring so much of the terrain because there's the entire. They have their entire military. They have their entire martial arts over there. They have vibranium. They have all these different aspects of Black Panther's world of Wakanda that are really cool. that you could write entire stories about. You know what I mean? So I think that is really dope. But again, it's for me. I guess it's a diluting thing. It's taking all those concepts and dividing them up and being like, we're going to tell these different stories. And I guess that's cool because you get more stories. But like, you know, I think we learned from the TV shows and stuff like that. We don't really need more. We need higher quality. You know, more value in one thing. You put out one movie that has all these different layers in it, and you're going to get one of the best movies of the year. So I'm more of a fan of that when a character is so new to the cinematic universe. And, you know, and that's all it is. But I'm excited. I like it's only 4 episodes too. It's not like 12 episodes, 12 different Black Panthers. You know, that'd be wild. You know, that'd be a lot for me personally. I'd be like, damn, bro. Yeah.
Well, 3 episodes to 4 of those Black Panthers.
Oh yeah, that might be cool. Let that one character build for a few different episodes. That might be okay. But even then, I'm just like, fuck.
Yeah.
Charlie didn't even get 3 movies. You know what I'm saying? At a certain point, I'm like, damn, this is wild. But yeah, man, I'm excited. Definitely excited. Marvel's really killing it this year. We just saw the Fantastic Four movie. That was great. Thunderbolts, I thought that was great. I really thought that set the tone. I know, like, number-wise and stuff, I think people are still trying to shift their thinking and their view on Marvel. But I think that movie definitely changed the temperature.
It definitely brought almost like nostalgic Marvel back.
Yeah, it was just fun. It was a very just fun, entertaining movie. And then also Superman. Even though Superman's DC, I feel like that still also played a part. Because
that was a really good movie too.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that one as well.
Yeah. You had like Kevin Feige coming out and being like, see, people aren't fatigued for the movies and blah, blah, blah. And it almost felt like they were working together for the betterment of comic book movies in general, which I really enjoy.
Yeah.
I really enjoy. And I think Kevin Feige and James Gunn, you know, they have a history working on Guardians of the Galaxy and stuff like that. So the future is going to be very interesting when it comes to these comic book movies because I feel like they can like feed off of each other's energy. You notice how Superman was kind of more like older, not pre-modern, fucking vintage days, you know.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
He was already there and experienced all that
Fantastic
stuff.
Four was too. Yeah. And they both kind of jumped in the story. They both kind of had the same aesthetic in a way. You know what I mean? Same temperature. You know, so I'm excited, man. A lot of good stuff. We're going to be covering a lot of comic book stuff. We do read a bunch of different comics. We always have different things out here. We also covered Marvel Rivals. There's also the Marvel Token fighting game that's dropping, which looks really cool. It's like 4v4 tag team. If you haven't seen that, go search that trailer. It looks really, really good. It's like old school Marvel vs. Capcom. We also did like a reaction to that. We also just dropped a vlog actually where we got to see Superman early before it released in theaters, and that was really dope. So we share all our thoughts on that and everything. So yeah, man, a lot of cool stuff. If you like this channel, if you like our breakdown and analysis and things like that, hit the subscribe button and you can hear more of it.
Thank you guys for being here and watching this trailer with us. And until then, we'll see you guys next time.
Much love, y'all. Peace.